Rock and Religion is brought to you in the public interest.
Talk about change. It's got to come someday. You take what you want, yes, and you throw the rest away. See the ugly, you wonder what to do. You turn to the outside, you think it's all brand new. You hear what I'm saying now? You what I'm praying now? See what is coming now? Waves about to break. Let us change. Let us change. Let us change. Let us change. All want in the future so bright. It's got to start much deeper before it can end right. It's got to start on the inside. Change we're looking for. It's got to reach into your head and open up a door. Can you hear what I'm saying now? Hear what I'm praying now? See what is coming now? New waves about to break. Let us change. Let us change. Let us change. Let us change.
You're listening to Rock and Religion, and this week we will be featuring a live concert recording of the Scratch Band. Our attention was drawn to the Scratch Band after learning of their notoriety from successful concerts in high schools and colleges across Northern California. Although much of the band's presentation is likened to the brash new wave sound, their message overall is entirely different. We spoke with two members of the band, Mike Rowe and Jan Volz, about their music, and you will hear parts of that conversation in this program of Rock and Religion.
We begin to look now and see ourselves again. Now notice all the ugly is coming from within. But when we turn to the master changer and let his work begin, we start to see things all right. A hope that has no end. You hear what I'm saying now? Hear what I'm praying now? Can you see what is coming now? You hear what I'm saying now? Hear what I'm praying now? See what is coming now? New waves about to break. The new waves about to break. The new waves about to break. Let us change.
One interesting point about the Scratch Band's music is its diversity, which reflects a thorough understanding of popular music as a contemporary vehicle, indicated in this demo recording of Don't Let a Good Love Go Bad. The Scratch Band on Rock and Religion.
There is no place I can run from There is no place I can hide from this heartbroken pieces. How can I understand when you seem to have nothing to say? Oh, our love was better than it seems. Let's give reality a chance to breathe. Baby, let's try to mend our hearts. Don't let a good love go bad. Baby, remember all the good love that we had. We gotta try to understand. Let's face this thing woman to man. Don't let good love go bad. Can't face another day with nothing but promises. Oh, they stay to haunt my nights like yesterday's childhood dreams. Although it may seem that it's over, we still got our crying times. We weren't lying, we weren't playing some party game. Oh, how can we leave a love that was real? What about all of these emotions we feel? Baby, let's try to mend our hearts. Don't let a good love go bad. Oh, baby, remember all the good love that we had. We gotta try to understand. Face this thing woman to man. Don't let good love go bad. Nothing to believe when the love you promised turns to mock me like a laughing clown. Nothing to receive from a love that is slipping. You're letting it fade like a photograph picture, carelessly thrown on the ground. Don't let a good love go bad. Baby, remember all the good love that we had. We gotta try to understand. Let's face this ain't a woman to man. Don't let good love go bad. Oh, don't let a good love go bad. Oh, baby, remember all the good love that we had. Come on and try. We gotta try to understand. Oh, I'm willing to face this.
What are you guys? You guys punks or what?
Do you want me to talk in an English accent?
And then break it off about halfway through.
No, I'd say during the course of the evening we're gonna hit all kinds. I mean, we're gonna hit.
Go ahead, Mike.
I'm all nervous. No, I'd say everything we're exposed to is gonna come out during the course of one night.
Yeah.
You know, from new wave to slushy pop to old rock and roll. I mean, it's all there.
We loved him once.
who comprises the scratch band as far as the musical background? It's obvious that everybody is, comes from at least a strong musical background in order for you to produce the type of music that you're doing.
I don't remember the question.
The music we're playing, though, I know for myself personally, the music that we're playing is not something that is a derivative of my background.
Yeah.
You know, in other words, it's my background, my musical background is more in top 40, more pop,
Yeah.
and yet we're doing this because it's effective.
I got a bottle load of cottage shampoo. Old man split and the baby groans and moans. Thought about the things she said the day I was broken down. Yes, it's always hoped I'd get a chance to pay back some of that loan. Something in me snapped and I climbed down for some paper. And sent a letter off to the cottage by the road. Go on, they set you up and carry you on. Go on, this house is formed of firm and fatal nails. Raise up your cottage and I lift my windward sail.
What are you trying to say?
Basically, that Jesus Christ, plain and simple, is the answer and the hope to all this hopelessness. And we're saying it in a way that's fun and just as relevant as any other music that's out there.
And in a way that they can relate to, because
Yeah.
it's gut level rock and roll that they understand. It's got that raw garage type sound to it. The music sounds the same, but the message is different.
This is Rock and Religion, and you're listening to a live concert recording of the Scratch Band.
As I follow you, I begin to see that you're carrying an old rugged tree, and you're heading for a lonely hill on the edge of town. Let's call it still. So I'm taking my time as I watch you die, 'cause I know for sure by that look in your eye, you're gonna call on me to take up my cross, deny myself and count it all as lost. Oh Lord Jesus, it's such a hard thing you ask. I'm crying out, 'cause dying out, it ain't no good time task. I find myself struggling, crying inside. Demanding all life because of my pride.
We're trying to say that there is hope, there is a future, there's not just death and destruction and pain and decadence, which is what most young people today are experiencing in their life. they can't see anything except that there's just no hope, and we have nothing to live for. There's no truth. There's nothing. There's just nothing. Existential anxiety. We're saying that there is hope, that there's a plan, a purpose to this world, and that it's coming down pretty fast. And you better hear it, because it's going to come down all over you.
Only you can see. Way down deep in my heart. What matters most to me, yeah, is knowing we'll have a part. Don't you know that dying to self is never a loss when you're relying on the work of the cross?
I think we're trying to say that we are Christians, and I think that we as Christians, we're showing through our music that we can have a good time, we can enjoy playing gut level rock and roll, and most importantly, we're trying to say something that we've found to be the truth, and that is that Jesus Christ is the answer to, our problems that we as a human race face.
You can go to your college, you can go to your school. But if you ain't got Jesus, you're just an educated fool, and that's all. I tell you, that's all. You better have Jesus now. I tell you, that's all. So if your partner say you ain't doing too well, spend your whole life sinning, you're gonna wind up in hell, and that's all. I tell you, that's all. So you better have Jesus now. I tell you, that's all.
I think that all of us have a place within ourselves where we all desire to be wild boys. In general, it's just degenerate man or the natural man, a man in a position outside of Jesus Christ that doesn't know God. He's in a position where he is a wild boy. He's still leading his own life. He's still trying to call his own shots.
Wild boys, they're the writing on the wall. Take a look in their eyes. There's no one home at all. Wild boys crushed beneath the city's heel. Tell me, how do you feel, if you feel it all? Wild boys, in their faces, they're places you've never been, where your feet never touched and your eyes never seen. Wild boys growing stranger and stranger, even the shadows on fire and the letters spell danger. Sign up in a building, crazy words sprayed, fire and ice, don't show you're afraid. Don't show you're afraid. They say they're doing fine. Some are dying for love, others are just killing time. Wild boys, the beat gets stronger, the sun decays, and their faces get longer.
May look cool right now to rejoice in death and destruction and hate, but ultimately what you end up with are those very things, and they're not too much fun. I mean, if a guy comes up to you with a knife, you're not going to just sit there and say, oh, I think this is casual, go ahead and stick it to me. You're going to either run or scream like bloody murder. And that's what
Literally.
we're doing to you. Because nobody wants to die. I mean, let's face it, it's not fun. It's curious that being degenerate is now in vogue. And that's why we're screaming this message so loud, that it also ends in death.
And I think that's why we follow the song Wild Boys with the urgent plea that we do to turn around and reverse your lever.
Thank you.
You've been listening to Rock and Religion with a live concert presentation of the Scratch Band, a unique new group determined and dedicated to helping usher in a permanent new wave, not necessarily in music, but rather in the hearts and minds of those who have ears enough to hear what they're really singing about. Rock and Religion is brought to you each week in the public interest. If you would care to comment on this program, please address your comments to Rock and Religion, 9844 Business Park Drive, Sacramento, California, zip 95827. That's Rock and Religion, 9844 Business Park Drive, Sacramento, California, 95827. Please include day, time, and station on which you heard this broadcast. Rock and Religion was pre-recorded.